One second. Yes, sir. Just close the door. You can sit here.
And so you kept the sofa, locked this.
Huh?
Earlier this was open.
No, I thought, but my son, he got his own office.
Okay.
So, you tell me anything.
I listened to what you said.
Huh?
I listened to what you sent me.
Yes.
Yeah. I will share what I have to say and then you can help me.
You can have a record also, so that we can exchange it.
Okay.
Ah.
So, about 2-3 years ago, just before waking up from sleep, I experienced, there were on 2 occasions this happened. Boundless sense of being with no boundaries, very deep peace, very deep sense of peace. And with my eyes closed, I could feel that the being was centered here. And the breathing was very slow breathing, deep peace, and absolutely boundless. In that state, the mind was like a small speck, and the mind was looking at this expanse, and it was like, what the hell is this? I heard those words, it said to myself, what the hell is this? Now, it is possible that this is what pure being is referred to. A sense of boundlessness, a sense of no boundaries, very deep peace.
It is full of awareness,
Yeah,
without any limitation,
correct.
without any bodily consciousness,
Yes,
without any surroundings,
correct.
without any conscious of other than the self.
Yes. The only thing was this boundlessness. There was nothing else.
So, this I amness, it is there whether it is in the wakeful state or dream state or deep sleep state, has nothing to do with this.
True. It is there always. That's what Maharishi always
Even
said.
before your birth also it is
It is
there.
there. And after death also it is
Yes.
there.
So, the death of this body has nothing to do
To
with
do
this.
with this, correct. This happened twice, sir.
Very good.
And then when you wake up, it goes.
Actually, don't say wake up.
Ah,
When the same consciousness is about this body and this world, still it will continue inside.
yes.
See,
Yes. I mean, you're right. I mean, I'm not saying it goes as in it disappears. It is there,
see,
but the awareness.
you are waking up doesn't mean leaving the self and you are going somewhere.
Correct. That is agreed.
With the consciousness,
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
you will have the body consciousness, then you see the surrounding consciousness,
Yes.
you see the family and other consciousness.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
True.
That is not going to alter the state of reality.
True. That I'm very clear about that.
Simply because the indriyas are functioning
Yeah.
and seeing certain things,
Yeah.
are experiencing, it doesn't mean that the reality disappeared. No.
I can completely accept
Exactly.
that this is how
So,
this is the case.
this I amness is eternal.
Yes.
The moment you have got the body consciousness, does not matter.
True.
Even with body consciousness, the reality won't disappear.
Yes.
It will be there with it, but your focus will be not on yourself, but on the external things because of the indriyas.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Now, what I want to ask you is,
Perfect.
The waking consciousness right now,
Okay.
there is a very faint restlessness inside. Restlessness.
This,
Faint
yes, sir.
inside, deep inside. I don't
Yes.
know what it is.
No, the restlessness is on account of certain hidden tendencies.
Okay.
See, the non-existing ego
Hmm.
has come into this body, let us take it like that.
Yeah.
The birth of the body, we feel birth of the ego.
Yeah.
Who are you means I am Parishot.
Yeah.
So and so you will say.
Correct.
Doesn't
correct,
matter.
Correct.
Why it is restless? It is unable to constantly stick to the bottom of the consciousness.
Yes.
Bottom means I amness.
Yeah.
So frequently, this ego tries to come out, perform certain duties,
Hmm.
whatever that are designated as per his prarabdha.
Prarabdha, karma. Yeah.
That means a fistful of prarabdha everybody brings in
True.
this
True.
maya.
True.
In that prarabdha, you will have good and bad,
Yeah.
worries,
Yeah.
happiness. So many things
Yeah.
are
Yeah. And that
involved
is
in
okay.
that.
That is actually
Yes.
of no consequence. Yeah.
So whenever such a thing happens, the ego identifies.
Yeah.
Ego is also consciousness.
Yeah.
Ego is not apart from the
Yeah.
consciousness. This ego consciousness of the problem, frequently it is rising because it has to experience that,
Yeah.
either pain or pleasure
Yeah.
or unhappiness or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It has to. But what you have to do, strike that, ignore that, stay the bottom. Staying the bottom means you had the experience earlier
Yeah.
that you make this ego come down to that.
Now, my question is that the truth is that there are thoughts in this body mind complex. That's all. There is nothing else to
Doesn't
it.
matter. It makes no difference.
Yeah, it is a function of this brain.
Yes. Let it
It can
function.
think. It can think.
Let
That's
it
all.
function.
And
And you need not worry about that,
no,
what I
no.
mean to say.
So my point is that the ability of the brain to think is not the problem. It is not the issue.
No, not the brain or the heart or the kidneys,
It's,
no.
the body is also not the problem.
It is the individual egoistic existence of I am this body creates the problem.
Now, as much as I look inside,
Uh,
I cannot identify a person. I'm not able to identify a person as much as I want to look inside.
okay.
I'm aware that there is this individual body and this individual
Yes.
mind and the individual thoughts and the memories and all that. That
Yes.
is all, it's like,
No problem.
that is all I can see. That experience, the memory of which remains now, the memory of that experience remains in this mind,
Okay.
which was unbelievable, sir. I know that the intellect cannot manufacture it.
Exactly.
It was so vast, it was so deep and peaceful.
Exactly.
I know that the mind cannot manufacture it. So I'm not trying to. I mean, the mind is not saying that I have to create that again. No, it cannot.
No.
Something happens in waking consciousness. Something between deep sleep and waking consciousness. Something happens, which is like putting a cover. Like you put a handkerchief onto something
Yes.
and it's hidden.
Eh, eh, Tell me.
Now, I am unable to understand what is it that is happening. What in waking you wake up. What is that covering that takes place?
Yes,
What is
yes,
the
yes. Here, just as in your deep sleep, you will be very happy, no problem, either bodily or mental, no problem is identified. The moment the body consciousness rises,
yeah
it brings along with it the destiny oriented
vasanas or
aspects into
correct
limelight.
correct.
Doesn't matter.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
It makes no
No,
difference.
true.
But your apart fromness, that means whatever you thought you get, whatever thought process is going on, whatever images you see outside,
Can I just
ah,
say something? What causes the pure being to be forgotten in waking consciousness?
actually,
There is a kind of forgetting.
no, no, no. Actually,
Huh.
the ego cannot identify the consciousness.
It has no connection. It
Exactly.
cannot even touch it.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Correct.
But your question is why this is coming out?
No, sir. I'm not questioning why the.
Thoughts are coming.
No, I have no problems with thoughts. I have no problems with the body-mind
Okay, okay.
complex. What happens to that vastness?
No, it won't happen anything. It is as it is even now.
True,
Ah,
but why is the experience different between just before waking up, between deep sleep and waking consciousness? You can actually feel the vastness. You can feel.
actually, this is what Ramana Maharishi also said it.
Uh,
Your reality or the Atma or the awareness at three places you will experience.
yeah.
One,
Uh,
between sleep and wakefulness.
yes.
Similarly, reverse, wakefulness to sleep,
Sleep. Yes. I've.
or
Uh,
from the drashta to drishyam, subject to the object. So you are the subject.
uh,
You are seeing an object, say for example a chair.
uh,
Between the subject and the object, in between, the consciousness will be there. One more thing also he highlighted. Between a thought and a thought. We get several thoughts.
yeah.
Doesn't matter. A thought, before you engage another thought, the in between that space,
Can I say something?
definitely.
There are prolonged periods
Yes.
of no thought. Uh, in a typical course of the day, there
Yes.
are prolonged periods where there is no thought.
If there is no thought,
Uh,
what is there? A simple awareness only.
yeah, that's it.
That is the reality.
But this is different from what I experience between sleep and waking
See,
wakefulness, sir.
you say what you experience, you say.
Uh, the memory.
Experiencer,
I'm talking
no,
now out of memory.
no, that's okay.
Uh,
Experiencer, experienced, that is all in
no, sir.
duality.
There was no experiencer in that.
Ah,
There was just being.
okay.
I was that.
Ah,
I
so,
was that
so
expansiveness.
what I would like to say,
Hmm.
in the self-realization state of reality,
Hmm.
the experiencer and the experience both are same.
True. That
Okay?
is very clear.
I am in existence. I am in existence. It has no limitation at all.
True.
It has got jnana vritti cheta, atma vritti. Maharshi also quoted like that.
But tell me something, sir. Is it possible for the body mind complex in waking consciousness, not in sleep, in waking consciousness to be in that state of extreme peace and mind and depth?
Yes,
So, what prevents the body mind complex from experiencing it in is
because it is non-existing.
what is non existent?
Non-existing means Apart from the self, it has no real existence. The ego or the body
Yes, sir.
mind complex
That
or
is.
the creation.
I agree with you. That.
So these are all indirect perceptions.
No, sir. Right now, as I'm talking to you,
Yes.
I'm not living that being.
No.
When I'm talking to you, I'm
No.
talking to you as a body mind
Exactly,
complex.
exactly. Even then,
There is a focusing, there is a
correct.
narrowing.
The very nice word you have used, focusing. The focusing of the consciousness in a particular way is not apart from the consciousness.
True, it is. I'm not. I'm agreeing to that.
Ah,
Is it possible
ah,
in waking consciousness
yes,
for that focusing to be absent
exactly.
and a return to that full being which is
You
beyond?
need not return. The moment the external focus is switch off. See, I am seeing you. You feel I am seeing you, but I am not seeing you. I am being inside and seeing externally also. That is the point.
But that experience has not returned in waking
No,
consciousness.
no. That statement is not correct.
Ah,
There is no forgetfulness in the experience of the reality.
ah.
Existence has no forgetfulness. That I amness has no forgetfulness. It is ever conscious, ever existing.
I
Okay?
can see that.
But
Ah.
through your mind, through your indriyas, you perceive certain things, you talk to something, you write something, you act something. Still, that base experience cannot disappear because your focus is outside. Doesn't matter. Focus is outside means
But tell me something. For Ramana Maharishi, when he used to sit quietly, was his quiet the space between two thoughts,
exactly.
or was it
Exactly.
this boundless being of that
Actually,
deep?
actually, the
I think my problem,
yes,
if we can call it that, is that we obviously don't know his mind. We don't know what Ramana Maharishi experienced.
not necessary,
I know,
and we
but
do
but
not know also.
but no, sir. Having experienced pure being from sleep to waking state, and I have experienced it two occasions, and I cannot forget it because it was so.
No, in fact, what Maharshi says, you hold that state. He says,
Exactly. How do you hold?
hold means without allowing the thought to come. See, it is like this. Of course, the gap is very, very fraction.
Yes.
Not a long gap will
About
not be there.
5 seconds maybe.
5 seconds is too long.
But it was
Exactly.
unbelievable.
But here, from the deep sleep to the ego that is coming out, conscious about the body, there is a gap. In that gap, you will experience that you are bodiless.
Yes, there was no body.
Your experience,
Yeah.
your existence is not limited.
Yes, yes.
Okay? That experience,
Uh,
you have to hold it even now.
how? That is what I
Exactly.
want to ask.
How
How
means,
do you hold?
listen to me.
Uh,
The experience is not of the ego.
yes, it's not.
So,
It is of being. It
ah,
is of.
so
I can say that
you are right.
it is not a case of I experienced that. No.
Exactly.
It was a case of I am that.
Exactly.
That's all.
That I am, that experience is not pertaining to the ego.
It has nothing to do with it.
So,
Ego is like a tiny speck.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, what is ego? It is only a thought.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Ego is not the problem.
If you keep this mind thought free, you will have the same experience there. Keep the mind thought free.
I have a small theory.
Uh,
I know how to drive a car and a
yes,
scooter.
yes.
The knowledge about how to drive a car and a scooter is embedded very deep inside in this mind. Is it that is it that these vasanas or these illusions or these phantoms that you call, is it that because of thousands of years of conditioning, is it that the conditioning is so deep that subconsciously you cannot go in and all you can do is just remain with the knowledge that I am not, the individual is
Exactly.
not.
Here, let there be any vasanas,
Yeah, correct,
let there be any activities,
correct.
but the introverted mind stays as being. To stay as being and attend to everything makes no difference.
True.
Nothing will
No,
affect
there's no
you.
conflict. There is no
See,
conflict.
Ramana Maharishi may be a different, what you say, level of deep rooted awareness.
Yes, yes.
Although his body is cut into pieces,
Yeah,
he never refused.
correct,
He carry on.
correct.
Why you bother so much about this?
Ah,
Even the cancer, let it there in a corner.
yeah, yeah.
I am not feeling anything.
Correct, correct,
That state of mind is the highest form of turiya,
correct,
not in Jagrat Swapna Sushupta.
correct, correct.
Doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
here also, in your case,
Hmm.
make the mind still. That means obstructing or not raising any thought will again make the focus available there.
Hmm.
Available in the sense, having experienced the gap between the deep sleep and the awareness,
Yeah.
that is not from the mind.
Yes, it's not. It's not a
That is not
product of the mind.
egoistic
Yeah, yeah. No,
attention.
correct.
But that is actually the reality. You think it appears and disappears, I am unable to get it again.
Yes, I mean, having tasted it,
Exactly.
having tasted it,
So, it is not that again it appears.
no, it's there.
It is there.
But the body mind is not able to access it.
Exactly. It has no access.
It has no
So,
access.
the nearest possible way is only the silence. No effort is required here.
Yes, there is no.
Simply silence the mind
Ah,
by whatever method you use it,
true,
either dispassion
true.
or dislike,
Detachment or whatever.
whatever
Yeah,
it may
yeah.
be, or aversion, simply ignore. So, by ignoring this thought, again this ego disappears and the focus will be on the reality only.
He in his books he keeps talking about the I thought. He says it is the first thought that rises is the I thought. And he says all the other thoughts are a spin off from that I thought.
Yes.
He said if you destroy the I thought, everything goes.
Uh, Here, you need not destroy that because it is not there.
It is not there. No, no. I think when he says destroy the I thought, he means see it that it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Now,
So,
what is it? What is this I thought that he keeps saying? What is it that rises?
rises because of the destiny, because of prarabdha, because of experiences it has to undergo during this span of this body.
So it is a separate consciousness that rises?
Actually, we can take it like that. It's a lower self we call. Lower self. Lower self means artificial self.
It's like a small consciousness that arises.
Exactly. We can take it like that.
So then if that is the case, that what I'm experiencing right now is the small
Exactly.
consciousness, then in a way I have to die. In a way, it is a death of this consciousness
No, no,
for
no.
the other to manifest.
Actually, this small consciousness has no death at all.
It's the same thing.
Because
Just
it
it's
is a
like a ray
ray
of
from the
light.
origin.
It's like
Exactly.
the sun outside and the ray
We
of
can
light
take like
inside.
that.
Yeah.
You see, Maharshi has put in a different way. It is a diffusive light.
Correct.
Suppose in the other room there is a light. Here you will be able to see certain things.
I can see that the only thing possible is a surrender of the thought.
Even surrender word is also
Hmm.
to whom you are going to surrender. What apart from you is there in existence to surrender?
True. When
So
I no,
introvert,
I'm saying surrender of this mechanism which is desiring that state to come back. I have to
doesn't
surrender
matter.
that.
There is nothing like coming back.
Because it's
No,
already there.
make the your focus
Ah.
not on externality. Focus inside. Focusing. Focusing means eyes are open. You don't see anything. You see yourself only. This focusing of consciousness, I used to tell in the video conferences also. You see a vast space of emptiness. There is no object to be seen. When there is no object to be seen, you see yourself only in outside or inside also. It is a center without any circumference,
True.
a total consciousness.
Yeah.
So the focusing is important. Where you are focusing? Is it external focusing
No.
or internal focusing? Internal focusing, why we say body mind complex with reference to that is external. Internal means
Beyond
internal
body
focusing.
mind.
That's only. Actually, when you take it, the consciousness as it is, it has no form.
True.
It has no form, but it has got the existence.
The other day I was thinking, when we are sitting here, I can hear some music upstairs or the sound of traffic. I cannot say for sure that my consciousness is limited only to this head, and the brain is manufacturing this whole spatial positioning of sounds, and I can also consider that all that is happening in consciousness.
Exactly.
The sound at Maidipatnam
Yes.
crossroad.
Whatever you experience outside is not outside, is inside only.
Yeah. So this I've been feeling this, that the train in the distance is also occurring in this consciousness, and that there is all that there is just this consciousness.
In a way, your thought projection creates all those objective unrealities or objective sounds or surroundings or various types of different shapes of what you call plants, trees, other things. It is the consciousness inside as a thought, as a seed it will be there.
True.
When it is actually inside, you will see it as outside, including your body. Body is also a seed form, it will be inside. The moment you get up, you will see the body and other bodies also.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yes.
So, what I suggest to you, no effort is needed. It is not recollecting something. It is make the focus introvert. See, you are seeing through the indirect way. Indirect way means paroksha jnana. Through mind, through indriyas, you project something and trying to see, that focus. You have got the capacity to reject the objects, no problem.
True.
The focusing instantaneously, it introverts. When you
Who is
don't,
to focus?
uh,
Who is to focus?
this consciousness is focusing, not individual. You think I am seeing this. When the body conscious rises, you say I am seeing this, I am traveling, I am meeting,
Speaking.
I am discussing. That is okay. But for all this, conscious focusing is essential.
True.
Suppose you want to concentrate
Yeah,
a
yeah.
particular thing,
Yeah.
a particular thing, consciousness has to focus through the indriyas so that you will identify that.
True.
Okay?
It's only when you shine the light of consciousness on it that it is
Exactly.
apparent.
So, That was instantaneous, it appears and disappears immediately. The moment your focus is not objective unrealities, instantaneously that focus is introverted and expanded consciousness instantaneously. Actually, Atma won't do anything. This dualism or the duality is only the thought process of this egoistic, non existing entity.
Mm.
See, there is a rope.
Yeah.
Suddenly you feel it's a snake.
Uh-huh.
When you introspect, not about the rope, about the snake, you yourself will come to know there
It
is
was
no
no
snake,
snake.
only rope.
Yeah.
The rope will never become a snake.
Correct, correct.
Here also, I, which is focusing, I is also a consciousness.
Yeah.
It cannot be the inert body.
Yeah.
Through indirect perception, you are focusing and identifying in a dream, dream-like thing. This also. The moment you don't carry anything, you don't identify. De-identification is required.
So this you mentioned the state of Turiya,
Yes,
which is similar to what I experienced between
exactly,
deep sleep to waking.
exactly.
In waking consciousness, Turiya is possible.
Yes, yes, yes. Waking conscious only it is possible, not in dream and not in deep sleep.
Okay, so
Ah,
pure being in waking consciousness is called Turiya.
exactly.
Okay.
See, we may also call it Jagrata Sushupti or Sushupti Jagrata. That means the awareness is there, but just like a deep sleep, no objective identification.
Is it possible for you to see my delusions?
Actually, this question has been asked many, many people. The self has no others. Just as we feel body conscious, there are others.
I'm asking you like this because if I had had the opportunity of sitting in front of Ramana Maharishi
That is okay.
or
That is
Nisargadatta
okay,
Maharaj, I would
Paritosh.
have asked them, please tell me what my delusions are.
Actually, there is no delusion or illusion. You are focusing
That's all.
occasionally because of hidden tendencies only. Doesn't matter. Let there be any bank balance. When you don't draw through your debit card, the balance will be as it is. So, focus inside, not on the objective unrealities.
So,
Let them be there, no problem.
so you're saying that you're saying that the the attempt to establish Turiya
You
is
need not establish.
is itself
No,
a wasted activity.
you need not establish anything.
Yeah.
Suppose you are coming from home to here. On the way you see several things.
Yeah.
Nothing is recorded.
Correct, correct.
Why you have not recorded? Because the focus is different.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Similarly, when you focus, internal focus, that means not external focus. As it is, all these things will disappear. Turiya only
Will
constantly
will arise.
will be with you
Yeah.
as total awareness.
Correct.
So you don't bother
The
about
same as what I experienced
exactly,
between
exactly,
that,
exactly.
that
Because the experience of Ramana Maharishi or Dakshinamurti or Shankara or Paritosh is the same.
yeah.
It is not tasting a particular lime or sweet, no.
Yeah, yeah.
There are two things, taster, tasty, I am tasting.
Yeah.
Such is not there, it is not
True,
here.
true.
So I amness is the same for Christ,
Yes, yes.
same for Shankara in this Maya.
There are no multiplicity of beings. There is
Exactly.
no such thing
So,
as.
you need not bother to how to gain that no.
Ah,
simply bother how to be silent, simply bother how to ignore. Let it come, but your focus will be inside. The work will be done. Just as some ladies, they take a pot on their head and a child in their waist, go on weaving some mats, the water will not spill. This also Maharishi said one day. How is it possible? Because it is there as it is I amness. You work so many things, nothing will happen. So, you are a ripened soul. But even for Maharshi, there are ups and downs. He could manage it because of internal focus.
Correct.
You are unable to manage because focus many a time externalized.
Yeah.
That is the only difference.
That's the only difference.
So, you have said one question. Is it possible to know what it is? The same question has been asked to Maharshi also. One gentleman came. Can you tell me when I am going to get Turiya?
Achha, he asked like that.
Same thing. Or got enlightenment or self-realization. He said in a very beautiful way, two sentences. If you think I am God, I am that reality, I have no others to see them. Okay? If you think I am also a human being like you, as you are ignorant of that, I am also ignorant of that. In any way, this cannot be answered. So, that is a universal consciousness. It has no limitation. It won't identify who is a jnani, who is ajnani, who is palmer, who is rich, who is... No. It cannot identify anything except the self-identification.
Yeah.
Because it is pure consciousness.
Yeah.
You got my point. So, this question has been asked to me many people.
Is it?
You tell me, Guruji, when I am going to get... I told them, you are already that. Where is the question of going to?
True.
So, you need not worry about that,
Yeah.
first of all. It is not gaining the self, no.
No, it's just the memory remains of
No,
that
actually,
experience.
don't say it is the memory.
Huh.
Memory pertains to the indriyas and the experiences.
Then what was that? What
The
what-
self-experience is not through this brain.
True. So what is it that remains?
What is
You're saying that experience is still there.
Exactly. Or otherwise you can't sit, you can't talk. That I amness is there, irrespective of the state of the mind, growth of the body, whether it is birth or death makes no difference. So,
It's not connected with any.
not connected.
And yet everything is connected to it.
Everything appears to be in front of it.
Correct. Yeah.
Shankara also said the same thing.
Yeah.
This so-called ego is not apart from the self.
Correct.
It won't exist at all.
Correct.
That is why the Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara
Ah.
are purely illusionary.
Yeah.
They have no independent existence at all.
Correct.
So, you need not worry.
Yeah.
Simply make yourself.
There's nothing more to be done.
You should not do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing more.
The danger of doing, the ego will rise again.
Exactly, again. Yeah.
Undoing, unlearning, as you said rightly,
Yeah.
is the only way to keep the external obstructions
At bay.
from being.
Yeah.
That means mauna means surrender. Mauna doesn't mean not talking.
No, it's the mind.
Mauna means focusing, not focusing on external things.
Yeah.
There may be several things.
Yeah.
Just I told you, you are home to hear.
Sometimes when the restlessness rises, the tendency is to see the restlessness as a conflict
Exactly.
between the self and uh, the phantom. You know, it's like the phantom is not able to be the self ever. It can never be the self. So
And
what
not only can never know the self.
exactly? It cannot even touch it. So is it the is the restlessness created by the phantom
Exactly.
because it is frustrated? It cannot be the self.
Why it creates phantom, why it creates restlessness,
Hmm.
because unable to sustain itself.
Yes.
It has no strength of its own.
In fact, sometimes I feel that it uses fear.
Naturally.
It uses fear to prevent you from letting go.
The reason is it will try to keep its existence continuously.
Yeah.
That is why if somebody says, if you go to bed, you will die.
There are times when um, I observe a fear rising,
Yes,
and the fear is like if you were realizing that this floor is going to fall away,
yes.
that this whole physical universe is going to fall away. It's that kind of fear which is trying to hold the physical universe together.
Naturally.
So I can see that the phantom
Yes.
is rooted in all this. It's rooted in the
Correct.
physicality of the universe, the experiences of the indriyas,
Yes.
everything, and there is a natural tendency, having experienced the true nature of the self, is to let go, and this when you're letting go, you also see this fear rising, saying, "Don't let go, you know, hold on."
The reason is,
Mm.
even in the death also the same thing will come.
Yeah, I can imagine.
By leaving this body, it has got so much hope to do certain things.
Yeah.
It is unable to leave the body,
Yes.
unable to stay in his original.
Yes.
It is
Yes.
just like it is attached so much of vasanas through this body.
Yeah.
While dealing with body,
Yeah.
it will have the fear.
Yes.
I may not be able to do certain things.
Correct.
Even in a hospital, sir,
Yeah.
certain people struggle a lot,
Yeah.
even for death.
Yeah.
They are unable to leave this body
Yeah.
and be as they are.
Yeah.
So it is the ego or the phantom,
Phantom.
lower self,
Yeah.
does this mischief.
Correct.
So how to overcome this fear?
You have to deny
Simply,
it.
simply ignore,
Yeah, ignore.
simply neglect.
Yeah, if you act on it, then you fall prey to it.
Exactly.
Right.
If you if you say, all right, I am with you, naturally it increases.
No,
So,
I tell myself there is no person who is the fear happening to.
so the fear is on account of detachment,
Yeah.
deconscious of the body.
Yeah.
Actually, there is no attachment.
Yeah.
It is also superfluous.
Yeah.
Detached mind, we say.
Hmm.
There is nothing attached, detached. Really, if it is really attached, very difficult to remove it.
True.
But so easily we are going to bed, sleep, is
Yeah.
it not? You throw the body there, simply
Yeah.
leave it.
Correct.
You don't have any pain to sleep.
Sleep. No.
Death is also same thing.
Yeah.
But in the Jagrata Avastha, wakeful state,
Mm.
it is unable to sustain certain things.
Mm.
Certain hidden tendencies, it is always rising up to make you miserable.
Yeah.
So ignore.
Correct.
Ignore
Yeah.
in the sense, don't focus on that. Many obstructions will come on the road,
Yeah. Yeah.
but your target is to reach Maidipatnam, is
Yes.
it not?
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
you don't bother.
Correct. Correct.
Same thing here also, ignore.
Yeah.
Don't recollect things,
Yeah.
either in the
Or try
past.
to analyze it or make
No,
sense
no,
of it.
it's a wasteful attitude.
Nothing to do.
You have to throw this ego
Yeah.
instead of dissecting the ego.
Correct. He he made a statement once, Maharishi. He said something to the effect of when you have to throw the whole thing out,
Yes.
there's no point trying to dissect it and
The same
understand
thing,
what it is.
eating plate
Ah.
or a leaf.
Correct.
After eating,
Or when you're sweeping the house and throwing the kachra out, you don't get busy trying to understand what the kachra is.
for eating only they are given the plate.
Yes.
That means leaf.
Yes.
After eating, what is the purpose of eating?
You throw it
You have to
with
throw
the
it
food.
out.
Yeah, correct.
So the ego is also like that.
Yeah.
Ego is non-existing, phantom. He has used the word pichacham also. It creates problems because of its tendencies. So, nothing to worry. Be happy always.
Yeah.
You are definitely crossed many hurdles,
I know.
according to me.
Yeah.
Although I cannot assess what is the level of hurdle.
No, it's been a wonderful journey. It's just that it is very rare to have the occasion of having a
It
time
is
of.
His God's grace that universal consciousness brings people together,
Yeah.
separate them,
Yes.
plant them separate.
Yes.
So it is His grace.
I know.
Although quite a long time we could not meet,
Correct.
but still it has given a wake up call.
Correct. Yes.
Or otherwise,
And you responded immediately.
that is also His grace.
Yes. No, I can see that. I can see that.
So you need not worry about that.
Ah.
Simply focus. Focus not on external things.
Yeah. Inward.
However disadvantage it is, don't bother.
True.
However drastic step it is,
Ah.
don't try to avoid it.
That's true.
Reject.
True.
Throw it.
Correct.
That is the only way.
Neti.
It is within your area of focus.
That's true.
The moment it is silent, it is in Turiya.
Yeah.
It cannot be in between. I used to say the same thing. If you get a thought, don't think you are away from the base. You are not getting a thought. You are thought free. You are in the base only. Base means Turiya.
I have gone. I have. Thought is now not a problem for me, sir, because my mind is not always in thought. So I see thought as a tool where it's needed.
What about thinker? Thinker and thought both are same.
Yeah, but I'm not identifying with the thinker. I'm not identifying
Then
as me thinking. I'm not. I'm just saying there is thought.
what for the fear then? Fear for whom?
I don't know what
Not
the
to the self.
No, I don't know what the fear
No.
is.
Any fear, any doubt is only to the thinker, not to the reality.
It's possible that
To the phantom only.
it's
See,
yeah.
fear is only to the phantom, not to the self, not to the being.
Can the phantom be extinguished completely?
Yes.
Because it doesn't exist.
That is the main thing.
Yeah.
There is nothing to lose, nothing to gain.
Correct.
That is the equation.
But it's a habit.
Because of the
it is
constant association with the worldly things.
and also it is a habit.
Exactly. You train the mind.
See, I think for stability of the body-mind organism, we are creatures of habit.
Exactly.
So I think as a habitual process,
Exactly.
the phantom is being sustained.
Maharshi also said the same thing.
Yeah.
You are habituated for this.
Correct.
So,
You have to change the habit.
you be still and habit.
And break the habit.
Exactly.
Correct.
That is the only thing.
That's all. Yeah.
The moment you come to the shade,
Yeah.
you don't feel the heat.
Correct.
You feel the heat because you have left the base.
True.
But actually you don't leave the base. With base only,
Yeah.
you move. So,
Yeah.
nothing to worry.
Thank you.
Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
See, this rice seed with a outer cover, we called dhanyam. So long as the cover is there, it will plant and become a tree.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
when you remove the outer
Husk.
husk, you may call,
Mm.
the rice cannot propagate.
True.
Same thing,
Mm.
the ego is the cover and
Mm.
an obstruction
Mm.
over the base of being.
Mm.
That is why this cover has to be removed
Correct.
so that it will not germinate further.
Correct.
This is also Maharshi said in one context.
Yes. Yes.
So you may say that also I have put in the status some of these items. Some people are pounding this dhanya.
Mm.
How many times you have to put to get the rice? There is no number.
Mm.
Here also, how to avoid the ego, how much time it takes, there is no
There is
nothing.
no saying.
Till it extinguishes.
On its own.
You be the self, be the self, be the self. So that is the only, I don't call it as a method
Mm.
because there is no path.
Yes.
It is a pathless.
Yes.
All these yogas and markas are only just for propagation only.
Yeah.
Really they won't yield any result.
Right. In fact, all this talk of sattvic food and all this,
Yes.
I think
They
that's just
serve no
misleading.
purpose. Yes.
Misleading.
So
Thank you very much.
very nice.
Uh,
Have a comfortable day.
it's a pleasure, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless
Be
you.
well, sir. Thank you.
He is already blessing.
I know.
I only remind him
Yeah.
not to lose him.
Correct. No. This is the focus of my life.
That's all.
This lifetime,
Yes,
my
yes.
primary focus is this.
See, I told you, it is the focus only.
Yeah.
There is nothing,
Correct.
nothing to gain, nothing to lose.
Correct.
It is not an object to be thrown away.
Yes.
Simply ignore. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Huh? I'll take leave.